Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I don't like that.
Well, I thought I told you guys. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Evan, are you ready to play my game this week?
Sure. Does it involve pregnancy?
No, nope, not this time. We're going to be making presentations we made for each other without knowing what the next slide is going to be. Well, we have a group of wonderful judges over here who will be asking questions when we finish each presentation. Then they will give us a vote at the end.
Yeah, you in the blue shirt. Yeah, what's your question? You have a question?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got bored, so now I'm talking to the studio audience. Yeah, what's your question?
Okay, you know what? Let's get this started and let's introduce the judges. Would you guys please give us your first name and, you know, just a fun fact about yourselves?
Yeah.
Of course, of course. If my other judges will allow me, I shall begin. My name is Caleb Culkin.
Okay.
I am, you know?
Good.
Yep.
I feel that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm Chad Weaver, and a fun fact about myself is I'm not fun, or a fact. And I feel discriminated.
Good. Or no, not good.
My name is Terenzio, and a fun fact is that I'm feeling radioactive right now.
Good.
Should we check that out? Should we check that out?
Nah.
Okay, well, it's time to start presenting, so.
Is it time? Is it time?
Yeah.
I want to go first. Please, can I go first? Please, can I go first?
Well then, you know what? Just go present, you silly Billy.
Okay.
Just present.
Will do.
Yeah.
I will present. I'm going to present to you all a presentation titled An Incredibly Reasonable Proposal About the United States Military. Let's begin. Next slide. Numbers are dropping. The United States military has a real recruitment problem.
That's true.
You can see from 1974 to 2023, they've had a real problem. Next slide. Zoomers don't want to join the military, and honestly, I don't want them to. Do you want a whole bunch of Zoomer soldiers in the United States military? I don't freaking think so. Next slide. So I propose an incredibly reasonable solution to this current conundrum.
That's right.
Next slide. Hell yeah! Let's draft the greatest generation in the baby boomers back into the military. Most of them always say how much harder things were back in their day, so current day military work so be super easy. The veterans of the generations don't have to go back to boot camp as they passed years ago.
That's a good point.
That is a great point. We can save money, save dollars. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Next slide. This is an awesome idea. Most of the generation aren't even really doing anything important anyways. Frees up space in nursing homes. That's a freaking win in my book. And they probably want to get back out there in the world anyway. Next sweet statistics. Analysts, my frat friend and business major, Tom, as shown in the picture, put survivability rate at 20%. Isn't that crazy? These are acceptable losses. Let's help these old timers out and send them to war. I agree with that. What I just said. Next slide.
I think you made some awesome points there.
You think I did?
Yeah, I think you did.
Next slide.
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Thanks for judging.
If I may raise but a mere question to you, Evan, was it?
Yes.
It was Evan, yes. Do you encourage the act of warfare?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Your answer to this question is yes. No. You're going back on your answer? No. No, as in you do. Do you or do you not encourage the act of warfare and bloodshed? Okay, so if numbers are dropping, is this not fantastic?
Well, all I know is that I just want old people in the military. Yes, Chad?
I'm quite confused. So
Oh.
let's go off that. Are you going back on that proposition or not? I'm lost. Also, just I'm sorry to interrupt. To tie back to the losses, since we are putting such elderly people in the military, wouldn't that increase the losses?
Well, we're kind of using them as padding for our real military. We're just kind of gonna send them out, and they're gonna be like the, the net, like we're gonna send them in droves. We're gonna drop them off planes. We're gonna put boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But they're old people, and they're being dropped out of planes.
Right. To piggyback off of that, no, great question, really. Evan, you seem like a nice kid.
Thanks.
Are you in the military?
Yes, actually, I am in platoon 17.
Right, okay. And do you truly believe that this technique will benefit the military?
I've seen the front lines, and I've seen what can be benefited from old soldiers coming in, because they don't quite have the fight, or they have more fight than what we have now. So I just really think it's a really good idea.
That's good.
Thanks.
May I follow up? Do you have any military identification you can pull up?
Well, yeah.
May you please? I must say I'm convinced.
I am still lost, but yeah,
I
convinced.
must say
Platoon 17, Evan Miller, Lieutenant, Private.
I mean, yeah.
That's my identification. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, yes. Really.
Well, I think it's my turn to go. So, I'm ready for my PowerPoint. Oh boy. Why boys rule and girls drool. By Aidan, better than girls, wolf with a U. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. All right, next slide. Ask yourself, why do I like boys so much? All right, ask yourself that. Take a moment. Why do I like boys so much? We're going to get into it. Because one, they are good. All right, repeat after me. Because one, they are good.
Because one, they are good.
That's right. That's right. Because two, they are so strong. That's what they are, dude. Because three, they aren't not strong. Remember that? Remember that? Because four, video games? That's an important one, all right? Don't forget number four. Because five, they have larger ears. I don't ever see anyone really bring that point up. That's a very important point. Dumbo was a boy. That guy had huge ears. He was also an elephant. Because six, I can fight all of you and win, and I mean that. You, all of you, I would win. I have the speed advantage. I ran cross country, I have the speed advantage. That gives me the win. Because 7 push-ups, all right? Because 7 push-ups. Don't forget that one. It's not 7, it's 7 push-ups. Because last, girls are stupid. All right, that's a very, very, very important one. Don't forget it. All right, just take a look at the data, all right? Category 1, Category 2, Category 3, Category 4. Memorize that. Boom. All right, knowledge right there for the masses to see about why boys are better and girls are not. Next slide. Water. Okay. Yes. I've got this wonderful mouthwash. Concentrate.
Yes, thank you.
Here you go. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Make sure that's really helping you out right there.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Got a little bit of it on my fingers. All right. Now look at my favorite boy animal. Boom! Domination is key in the wilderness and in the wild. The wilderness is our playground as boys. All right? Remember that. Own up to the instincts that come from within and embrace your inner dragon. All right? Embrace it. Let the dragon breath breathe fire amongst your soul and mind. Stay away from me, girls. All right? Remember that. Stay away from me, girls. I don't want you near me at all. All right, next slide. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Go ahead and try to make something this cool, girls. Go ahead and try. I will be waiting right here, and I will be waiting for the rest of time. I drew that myself. I drew that myself in 3 hours. All right? Remember that. Now, I wrestle a lot. Boys only. That is very important. I don't wrestle girls. I only wrestle boys. No girls. No woman, girl can beat me. All right? Remember that. Memorize that. Put that to paper and put that paper in your brain. All right, next slide. Boys are the first defense against a goblin attack. All right? You will not believe how many times I've seen this to be proven true. All right? If you think about all the boys who fight goblins versus all the girls who fight goblins, it's 0, by the way. It's just true. It's just true. Boys are the first defense. All right, next slide. I can't feel my face. The mouthwash is actually not that appetizing. It is actually like, I think there might be something more than mouthwash in there. All right, next slide. Me. Right there. I've been down this street before. I've walked it. I grew up on this street. It's a tough street out there, all right? This is boys only street. Boys only. All right, next slide. Thanks, guys. Oh, wait, here's one more thing. Buy more scrumptious cheesecake. Buy more scrumptious cheesecake. I just wanted to throw that in there. That is my entire presentation. I will now open it up to the judges. Oh, okay, wait, I forgot about the last slide. The end of it. F off Chad, Terenzio, and Caleb. Judges suck. Boys rule.
If I may I raise a bit of a personal question to you, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah. Don't forget the you.
Of course, Mr. Wolf. What is your sexuality? This comes with a follow-up question.
Follow-up question. Okay. I would have to say my sexuality is boys only.
Boys only.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boys only.
Do you think I'm cute?
What would you say like your inner animal is? Because that's actually very important.
I would say likely a dragon.
Likely a dragon.
Like a dragon, Yakuza.
Like a dragon, Yakuza. Okay, so that's specific. Mine's more like a middle, like Eastern European dragon, if that makes sense. Kind of like maybe a wyvern.
Beautiful.
But I would say like you're a solid A.
Of course.
Solid A.
Of course.
High A.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We'll talk later. I appreciate this.
I guess I have a question I'd like to bring up to you.
Okay.
Have you ever thought that you might be afraid of women?
Have I ever thought that I might be afraid of women?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Except for like women bears, you know, like female bears. When I was in the wilderness for a year, I got attacked by a bunch of like female bears, and I think that's probably like the only type of female I'm really scared of.
So you choose the bear, not the woman?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Love the presentation. Really, you can
I've
feel the
worked so hard
passion
on it.
in the way
I've
you
worked so hard
present.
on it.
It's great. By that end, have you had maybe an unpleasant experience with a woman that might explain, your passion for?
An unpleasant experience with a woman, I mean, like, being attacked by female bears would probably.
Right.
I chalk that up to that. That would probably be an and like a very bad experience.
Understand.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
remember you were
that's very
over in the hills
understandable.
picking strawberries and the.
How do you
mama bear-
remember? I went by myself. How do you remember that?
Well, I remember.
We're going to talk about this later. All right, we're going to talk about this later. Is that all the questions? Second question.
I'm just curious. What was the need for F off?
Oh,
the
you
three
mean
of us?
Chad, Terenzio, and Caleb?
Yes.
I just don't really like these guys. You know, they're from my hometown. They used to throw soccer balls at my head and call me football head Aidan. I really don't like them.
I remember that.
So I just wanted to include that and tell them to F off.
And then my second point was, what was the second point?
Judges suck.
Yeah.
I think that we as a culture have too much of a focus on judging things instead of just accepting things as truth when they are said immediately without ever questioning them whatsoever at all. So I just wanted to include that. I didn't feel like writing all of that down because like I'm really tired and really bored, you know.
As one would.
Understand.
All right. Who won?
Well, yeah, okay. We'll go right into that. Who did win?
Won.
If I may give my thoughts first, I felt that Evan, while your presentation did stimulate my mind on the true meaning of war, and give me many things to pontificate upon. And while I do respect your position in the U.S. military as a lieutenant private, I must give this to Aidan Wolf for mainly the Tyrannosaurus Rex slide that I envisioned. I feel that artistic integrity is often more important than freedom, and therefore I must give this one to Aidan Wolf.
Oh,
This is a
man.
piece of my soul.
It's hard to
on
beat
that paper.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You
Did
know,
somebody laugh?
do you care if I go
Did
next?
somebody laugh?
Go ahead.
Aiden, as much as I loved your slides and your
Mhm.
something, Rex, and I love the fact that you put so long into it, it felt that it was lacking something. It felt it was lacking femininity, if you will. So therefore, I'm going to have to go with Evans because I totally 1000% agree with using grandmas and grandpas as human meat shields. I feel like it would honestly probably equal out the statistics, as you can see on the slides.
Yes. Yes.
But yes.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, you know, Evan, you raise a good point, and your arguments are well structured, well thought out, and you explain things well. It was really inspiring, and you know, you really do put the emphasis on what's important right now in this economy, in this society. It was quite good, but you know, Aidan, you know, you could feel the personal impact. You could feel that there was a backstory behind that, and I feel like for that reason, I'm gonna have to go with Aidan.
You can't beat the dragon. You cannot beat the
Beat it
dragon.
with my army of fools.
Do dragons live like so long because they're like kind of dinosaur adjacent? Old people have like 20 years tops before they're dead.
Dragons are real.
Yeah, dude.
Well, win or lose, I think we learned an awesome lesson today.
Yeah, I don't think so. I actually don't think we did at all. I don't think we learned really
Really?
anything, no.
I thought there was something.
No, I didn't think there was anything at all.
Oh.
This was all pretty common knowledge.
Oh. Go. You know.
Shoo! Be gone!
Be gone, shoo.
Be gone. Don't make me use my dragon powers.
Be gone.
Okay? I will breathe fire all over you. I didn't think they were gonna leave. Okay, I'm actually really glad they left.
I can't believe you beat me. We were gonna talk about this later.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this later. I wanna ask you a question about how you knew about my 1-year journey in the wilderness. Okay, we're not done. I wanna know how you knew about that. Yeah, huh? All right, we're doing a take 3.
Take three. Take three. Run it back.